But yeah, this is the Thinking Out Loud show. I got another guest today. Introduce yourself to the viewers and the listeners.
What's good? My name is Wade Simmons. I'm a filmmaker and I'm currently training for pro wrestling.
All right, all right. What made you get into filmmaking?
Well, I've been filmmaking, but like using video camera, taking pictures. I've been doing that ever since I was a little kid.
Okay,
Writing
okay.
stories, making up characters and stuff. It was always something I've been doing.
Yeah, yeah. See, I got a little film experience myself. I did like three movies as a background extra. All three of them is on Hulu. Like I've always had like that entertainment acting side in me. Ever since I was a little kid. You know.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, yeah. So, what are the names of the films you've directed?
Oh man, I done did so many. What I know, like the first film that I produced, it was called "The Future Never Ends"
The Future
and "The
Never
Future
Ends.
Lasts Forever." It had two titles going on. I don't know why, but I was just a producer. But
Yeah.
and then I started doing like my own independent web series.
Okay, okay. That's what's up, man. For real. Especially like, Hollywood. Well, even if you're not Hollywood, like there ain't a lot of black filmmakers out here these days. You know what I'm saying? Authentic ones too, you know.
Yeah,
But like is any of your films like on any streaming services?
yeah. I'm actually over on Vimeo. I wanted to do Vimeo just because it was something different. Like everybody does YouTube. I mean, nothing
Yeah.
wrong with it, but I wanted to try something different.
Mm-hmm. Nah, fair enough though, for real. Cause like you got a lot of people doing like taking the Netflix route, taking the Hulu route, Tubi, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
All type of stuff. But I mean, Vimeo is good too. Like a lot of people don't understand. Like Vimeo is underrated. Um, like you find a lot of gems in there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, Vimeo has a lot of good content on it. Like,
Oh yeah,
people be sleeping on it, but it's a really good platform.
yeah, yeah. Now I've been on Vimeo a couple of times. And the stuff I seen, like I would see like clips and stuff like that too. And it was just like all entertainment, man. And it's just like it's good video, good content, good
Yep.
everything. So that's what I love about it too. Like, and a lot of people don't know about it, but like, they'll tap in at some point.
Yeah, I mean, like, and I actually credit one of my teachers, Mr. Otterbarker, when I was in film school, because like, he was a really good film instructor. And what I liked about him, he was, just telling us like try something different.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people use YouTube, like, maybe give Vimeo some a shot. So I took his advice and I haven't looked back since.
Shoot. Shout out to your filmmaking teacher though, for real, because you definitely
Yeah, I
did
mean,
that
don't
with
get me wrong. I feel like YouTube probably would get me a lot of more views, but I just want to kind of help another platform out.
right, right. Yeah, you want to do like a platform like not a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, give credit
Yeah,
or like, a platform that just a lot of people don't even invest in, like when it
yep,
comes to films or even just being an audience, like watching movies and clips and stuff like that on there. So that's what's up
yep,
though. Um what would you say do you got any like influences when it comes to like filmmaking, like any directing influences and
yeah. One of my all-time favorite filmmaker would be George Lucas.
yeah, that's the
Uh,
goat
I
right there.
I mean, I respect George Lucas because he used his own money. He kind of
Mhm.
did his own thing, and he made his own name for himself. So I mean, I've always admired that.
Man, George Lucas is a great man. Like the classic films he just released over the years, like you know what I'm saying. Nobody can compare to that. That man definitely an OG. For real.
Yeah, I mean, like what he's done, like not too many people has done. But like again, he didn't go the Hollywood route. He just stuck to himself. He didn't
Hmm.
make movies that like he didn't compromise his views or anything. Like he just made movies that he liked.
Man, shout out
Yeah.
to George Lucas though, for real. You know what I'm saying. Um, where do you when you shoot these movies, like do you have like a studio that you shoot it at, or
Uh,
you just go around?
I shoot right here at my grandparents' house, or
Oh, okay,
sometimes I go different places.
okay.
I was thinking about starting to use Airbnb, but it's kind of rough doing those because you got to get permission and all that stuff
Yeah,
from.
yeah, they real strict with that, like Airbnbs, hotels.
Yeah,
Even if you go into like a gas station to shoot a music video, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes they be a little strict about it, like, oh, you can't shoot here or you can't do this, you can't do that. So I mean, that's smart though. I take the same route myself if I was in your position. Like, somebody got to start out somewhere. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
and then And then, one thing that I didn't say, I'm also a funeral service worker. So
Oh,
I
okay.
went to school to be a mortician. So like,
Nice, nice.
working there, you learn that time doesn't wait for nobody. So
Hmm.
you do what you can to get to where you want to be with the time you have.
Yeah, man.
You
Time
know,
definitely don't wait on no man, no woman, no none. Because I mean, we all got expiration date. You know, you just while
yeah,
you still, you know what I'm saying, on earth, just use it wisely and just have fun. You know what I'm saying? Do what you
yeah,
love and just make memories. You know what I'm saying? That's just
yeah,
how I see it.
man. Yeah, I agree with you, man. Like you can't sweat the small stuff because again, I mean, a person can go at any age. So, you
Yeah,
gotta make the most of time for it, make the most of us. You know what I'm saying?
absolutely. No doubt, no doubt. But yeah, how long have you been doing the funeral service stuff?
I've been in funeral service for 11 years. I started in high school, went to
Okay.
school for it. I mean, I got to pass one more test before I'm licensed, but that's kind of been a rough one. So
Yeah, you got it, man. You know what I'm saying? I believe in you. You know what I'm saying? This is
appreciate it.
of course, like you know what I'm saying, just stay dedicated, stay focused, and then yeah, you got it. You know what I'm saying? It's excellence over here. You know what I'm saying? But now about the pro wrestling, like what motivated you to like start doing that?
So the funny thing about wrestling is like this might sound crazy, but like I've always pictured myself being a filmmaker, like and like how Snoop Dogg and all of them, they be making guest appearances on wrestling. Like I
Yeah.
always, picture myself like making a guest appearance on WWE or something. But then I thought about it, like, I wrestled in high school
Mhm.
and then I ended up coming across a guy named Steve Boz. He's a very well respected wrestler. And I was talking with him and then, we got to talking or whatever. And then he's just started training me. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not an easy guy to train, but I'm straggling along, but they're trying to get me together.
Okay, okay. Shoot, man. Sound like you got a good history with that though. Like a lot of us, you know what I'm saying, we grew up on WWE, you know what I'm saying, Triple H, Brock Lesnar. Uh
Yeah, and you know what? And like watching, like, I fell out of watching wrestling for a while, but like watching it again, like seeing Roman Reigns do his
yeah.
thing
Mhm.
and looking at Brock Lesnar, them guys look like they're having fun. And it's like, that's what life is about. Like,
Yeah.
if you're not doing something you love, you need to reevaluate your life.
You know what I'm saying? It's and nah, for real, it's crazy that you say that because there's a lot of people, man, that work a job that they don't like. They in a situation where it's like they're not happy with themselves and like what they do. And it's like we only get one life, you know what I'm saying? Everything else is temporary. Well, we all are
Yeah,
temporary, you know what I'm saying? Like everything else, materialistic and all that, that's always gonna be there. But us as individuals, we not. So it's like
yeah,
even after we pass, you know what I'm saying? Like this water bottle gonna be there, or like everything else gonna be around. But it's like,
yeah,
yeah, like while you're here, you just gotta enjoy it, embrace every single moment, cherish the ones that's
yeah,
close to you and all that stuff. Like a lot of
yeah.
people don't get it.
And you know what? What it's like a movie that I watched. Have you ever seen the Bronx Tale?
Bronx Tale, yep, yep.
I love that movie because to tie into what we both talking about, like when you think about time in life,
Mhm.
you remember Kolodjarov in the Bronx Tale. I think Robert De Niro played the dad.
Yeah, Robin. Yeah,
And
that's
remember,
another great too. Robert De Niro, really a good ass actor, man.
and remember what he tells his son. He says the saddest thing in life is wasted talent. You know,
Hmm.
and I mean that is a message that I really live by. Like, if God give you a talent, like don't waste it. Like, make the most of it and use it.
Man, it's so sad seeing like how many people like a lot of people really don't get it, man. It's just like a lot of people, there's a lot of people that really think that they're not worth something or they're not talented or anything like that. When it's like you could be looking at the next Jay-Z, and he don't
Yeah,
believe in himself because it's like he got all this self-doubt and
yeah,
and stuff crushing his image when it's like, bro, like you could do it. You just gotta put yourself out there.
yeah.
That's really what it is
Yeah.
though.
And like, and I feel like everybody has the potential to do something great, but it's like, God not gonna wring you by the neck and tell you to use your talent. It's like,
Yup.
we have to make that determination and just be led of the Lord and just make the most of it. And again, like I tell people, like, it's a lot of things you can do, but don't do anything underhanded or crooked. Like, just trust in the Lord,
Mhm.
invest in yourself, be the best person you can be and just follow your dreams. I mean,
Mhm.
nothing beats failure but trying.
Amen, man. Another thing too is like manifesting, like manifestation. You know, like I'm very big on that too. You know what I'm saying? It's like manifestation is very important, especially when it
Yeah,
comes to like wanting the life you deserve and wanting the finer things in life that you know you deserve. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
for example, like if somebody is manifesting like being a A-list celebrity, you know what I'm saying, being in box office movies and all types of commercials, etc. They're gonna, you know, it's up to the universe to help you, you know what I'm saying, get where you need to be. But you also gotta put in the work yourself. Like, yeah, you gotta have faith in the Lord, you know what I'm saying, in the process, because he gonna help you get you where
yeah,
you want to be. Same thing with the universe, spirit guides, etc. But you also gotta put in the work and just be like, okay, I'm really serious about it. I'm gonna just hustle, hustle, hustle. And then boom, the end results will
yeah,
pay off in due timing.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah, absolutely. Like, my thing is like, you'll be surprised because like, like I had a chance to go down to Mississippi and visit my cousin.
Hmm.
And she's good, she's doing very well, her and my cousin Walt, her husband. I mean, they just opened up their second like beauty salon down there.
Oh, word.
They went and bought a lot of property. Then I'm thinking about my uncle. He left Chicago, went to Vegas, owned his own company there. And it's like, you got to step out on faith. And like you said, you got to actually do the work.
For
I mean,
sure.
nothing's going to just come to you. You got to actually put forth the effort to make it happen.
For sure. Especially like it don't come overnight either. Like a lot of
It
people
sure
like
don't.
they just expect their goals and aspirations to just happen like in a millisecond. It's just like think about it. Like some people, a lot of people didn't even get on in the entertainment industry, music industry, etc. until they got older, sometimes like their 30s
Yeah,
and 40s. Like you see how many like Samuel L. Jackson. I think he got his first major role when he was like 30 or a little older
yeah,
than that, something like that. But yeah, things are like that. You know, everything don't happen, you know, like as soon as possible. Things
yeah.
just take years.
And you look at Seth Rogen, like, I think when he
Yeah.
was on like when he first, like, that's one of my favorite actors too. Like
Oh
when he
yeah,
started out, I think he was on Freaks and Geeks, and then I think
yeah.
the
Hmm.
show like failed, and then you didn't really hear that much from him for a while, but like now he's just about in everything.
Man, shout out to Seth Rogen though, for real. That he funny as hell, man.
Yeah, man, that's my guy right there, man. Yeah, I mean, to me, he's a pretty decent actor, man. He makes you laugh.
Man, I love Seth Rogen, man. Like, so when it comes to like wrestling, like, do you have any like major influences? Like we said like earlier, like Triple H, you know what I'm saying, Brock
To
Lesnar.
be honest, one of my favorite wrestlers, I gotta say, all time favorite, is Kane, Road Dogg, Carlito, and I gotta throw Chris Jericho in there. I
Oh,
mean,
for
Chris Jericho,
sure.
man.
Man, I'm surprised you said that because Chris Jericho don't get the love he deserved, bro. Like Chris Jericho he was really deep in it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, and I mean, and what I like about Chris Jericho, like I feel like he's very genuine with what he do.
mhm.
Like you can tell that he really loves the bit, and I gotta throw CM Punk in there too.
Yeah, yeah.
That was my guy right there.
Man, you know who was another great rest in peace, Eddie Guerrero.
Oh man, yeah.
Yeah, Eddie Guerrero was a monster, bro. Like,
Man, you remember that one episode of I don't know if it was SmackDown or Raw, but when Big Show took Eddie Guerrero food.
yeah, yeah. Yo, shout out to Big Show too, man. Big Show, another forgotten, not forgotten, but like he another gem in the books. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
he really another like gem, bro. Like
yeah,
Triple H, Brock Lesnar, Eddie Guerrero, God rest his soul. You know, like
yeah.
it's way too many like greats
Yeah,
when it comes to WWE.
it's so many, but like I said, out of all of them, Kane is my ultimate favorite.
Mm-hmm.
But again, I gotta throw my boy Carlito in there.
Nah, Undertaker, bro. Undertaker.
Yeah,
That's another
man.
one, you know what I'm saying?
And you know what's crazy? Like Undertaker and Triple H, they both just really retired. That's crazy.
I seen that in the news the other day. Like Undertaker though, I mean, he up there, he old, but it's like I'm pretty sure he probably still got it in him. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? But it was his time. Just like if you look at like the NFL and stuff, like Tom Brady had retired and stuff like that. But then he was talking about coming back to the
yeah,
Bucks, I think. So
yeah,
like I'm just like, hey man, these dudes still
yeah. I
got it though.
mean, yeah. Well, you look at Vince McMahon. I think he just wrestled at WrestleMania too.
Mm-hmm.
Against the guy that does the commentary with the podcast. I can't think of his name,
Oh
but
yeah, yeah.
I think it's Pat something. I think. Don't quote me on it, but yeah, but yeah, Vince McMahon is in pretty good shape.
Yeah, for sure. A lot of them is though these days. Like they're not all like strung out on drugs or like, you know, their
Yeah,
skin not flapping off their body and shit. You know what I'm saying? But now they looking good though, for real. Like
yeah, but man, Brock Lesnar, I'm loving the new look, man. There's something different.
that man Brock Lesnar, fool. But when it comes to like pro wrestling, like is it something that you like real passionate about that you want to
I
take?
love it, man. You know what? See, what I like about wrestling is, you know, like I said, even though I'm training to wrestle, I'm gonna be more of in a managing role.
Mhm.
I pictured myself being like that type of Paul Heyman, Paul Bearer type of MVP. You know, like I said, I don't want to be like anybody else, but I mean, like when I see them guys in the managing role of the heel, like that motivate me to be like one of the best villains, you know,
Mhm.
wrestling has ever seen.
Right.
I'm, I'm thinking about going with the $1 million mortician, maybe.
Shoot, man. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just gotta take different routes. You know what I'm saying? Take as many routes as you need to, man. For real. Now, I've
Yeah.
always been like a WWE fan, but not hardcore. I was always like into UFC too. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah.
UFC, I still watch UFC like when the fights come on and stuff.
Yeah.
Man, like Conor McGregor, you know what I'm saying? He be having some good fights. Um, Tyron Woodley, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Tyron is a monster, dog.
I mean, I know like Brock Lesnar and Bobby Lashley. I think they both were doing a little bit of UFC too.
Yeah, I think I remember seeing that from somewhere. I wasn't too sure though if they was, but like I don't know. I think I remember seeing that though.
Man, and then Kimbo Slice was a pretty dangerous guy too, man.
Yo, facts. RP Kimbo Kimbo, bro, Kimbo Slice, bro. He was like, wasn't he undefeated at some point, or was he like? 'Cause I know he had a
I
good
think
record,
I think he was, but he was knocking him out. I know that much.
bro. Kimbo was a problem, dog. Like
Yeah.
I'm not even saying that because he was a big dude, but like he really that man had hands,
Yeah.
bro, and he had like the stamina with it too. Like that was a
Man,
big dude, but
I
he
know,
know his
man.
role.
Yeah,
Man,
that brother did some damage, man.
man, R.I.P. Kimbo Slice though, for real. Well, yeah, back to the movie stuff. Man, I gotta ask you, what do you think is your top 5 favorite movie stuff?
So again, I gotta say the Bronx Tale.
Mm-hmm.
Man, oh, I love the Crooklands, absolutely.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That was one of my favorites. Man, this might sound crazy, but I like that movie Neighbors and Neighbors 2 with Seth Rogen.
Oh yeah, Neighbors.
That
Yeah,
movie was so
that's pretty
funny.
funny though. That's a good movie. Yeah.
You know, cause like I like movies that cause you really like not to take life so serious. You
Mm-hmm.
know, I'm not one of them guys that take life very, you know, cause like, you know, you
Yeah.
can't walk around being all, you know, all sad all day. You know, you gotta,
Yeah, I mean, you gotta have something to smile about. I mean, even if you got the worst life, like you know, how people walk around like I hate my life, shit like that.
yeah,
But it's like at the same time, it's like there you gotta look at the good because it's like you still alive. You know what I'm saying? You woke
yep,
up. God woke you up for a reason. You know what I'm saying?
yep,
Whether some people don't believe in God or not, but still, like
yeah,
you're up, you still here, you still got another chance to serve your purpose. So I mean, like, what you
yep.
mad for?
Oh, and another movie, I love the Back to the Future franchise.
Yeah, yeah. With Michael J. Fox, he had the
Yep.
DeLorean and all. Yup. He had that
I mean, you know,
1985 DeLorean.
I love movies about time because you know it calls you to kind of think like, man, if I can go back and do some things over, like you can't go back and do things over, but you can use that as motivation to be like, you know, I can make changes now, you know.
Yeah. Like wishing they had a time machine or something like that.
Man, yeah, but I would love to make like a movie like a time travel style movie, man. That look like that'd be fun.
I could do it, man. And speaking of which, like, here's a good question. Like, for any like, you know what I'm saying, future movies you plan on making, like what's one type of movie that you really want to like film or something? Like for instance, like would it be like a action movie, a sci-fi, comedy, a romance?
Me, I am. This might sound funny, but like you know, as a filmmaker, I would love to make a sci-fi movie. But to be honest with you, for a low budget guy like me, romance is always the easiest route to take.
Yeah.
You
Hey
know,
man, nothing wrong with that. You just, you know, round up some good actors or something like that. And maybe get some background actors, you know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Whatever. Then yeah, you know what I'm saying? You can make it work though, for sure.
yeah.
Just get
But
the right
sci-fi,
cast. Yeah,
but then too, I'm starting to like making documentaries more too. Those are fun to make.
yeah. What kind of documentaries, like on like musicians or actors or anything?
I like making documentaries about random people,
Oh
just
yeah.
people that I think people should get to know. Because it's like everybody has a story.
Mm-hmm. And not like people that's like too, like you hear a lot of Tupac documentaries or
Yeah,
Michael Jackson documentaries, like, you know what I'm saying, oversaturated stuff, like just
yeah,
like, somebody that a lot of people don't really know about, you know what I'm saying, that
yeah, like
has a story, a
yeah,
background story.
yeah. Like I actually was able to reach out to one of my fellow high school classmates. Man, I'm really proud of him. He young man, he's a rapper. His name is. You can check him out. His name is Ali Cat Nash.
Alley Cat
Young
Nash.
man, a very talented rapper. I was talking to him about making a documentary. He's on board. So, God willing, I'm looking forward to working with him on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shoot, matter of fact, maybe even get him to do the soundtrack. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe
Yeah,
do a
man,
little.
that would be awesome.
You
Yeah,
ever
like I
do?
said, that brother is because I remember in high school, seeing them rapping with some of the other guys. It's kind of nice when you see people sticking to what they always wanted to do.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. For me, like, man, that's a beautiful thing. Like, for example, like when I was, what I'm saying, coming up, growing up, I've like, when I was a kid, I wanted to be like an actor, you know what I'm saying? I've always had like the entertainment side. And
Yeah.
I used to watch a lot of movies, you know what I'm saying, reenact movie scenes. And like as I get older, like as you get older, you start to develop different habits and
Yeah.
interests and stuff, you know what I'm saying? So I became a teenager, music got into me, like just writing songs and even like trying to go as far as making music, like producing. You
Yep.
know what I'm
Now,
saying? Like
do you have a favorite guilty pleasure movie?
favorite guilty pleasure. Man, I got one too many though. It's hard to pick one, you know what I'm saying?
Man, I'm very embarrassed by mine, but you remember that movie Black Knight with Martin?
Yeah, yeah. Yo, I was just watching that not too long ago, actually. That's so crazy.
Yeah,
Nah,
that
that's a
movie.
good movie. That movie underrated though, in my opinion. Like that's one of
I loved it, man. Like I would love to make something like that. That was fun.
nah, you could, man, for sure. Like you can even get like a what's some things, like a green screen, you know what I'm saying? Get like one of them little green screens off Amazon, and you could probably like, you don't gotta take my advice and nothing like that, but you could probably
No,
put
no.
it like in a room or something like that and just have like, go crazy with it, get creative with
Yeah, man. Yeah, I mean, because like I say, filmmaking to me is, I mean, it's really fun. Now, do you have any favorite like sitcoms?
it. Sitcoms, yeah. I got like there's live sitcoms, like like when actual people, and then there's
Yeah,
cartoon ones. Like live sitcoms, you know what I'm saying? I used to love Family Matters, you know what I'm saying? Like Steve
yeah,
Urkel and all them, Fresh Prince, you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like a lot of the older 90s stuff and whatnot. Martin, uh, and there was one more. I'm just trying to think what it was. I can't think of it right now, but it'll click back. But then like shoot, cartoon, you know what I'm saying? I always love Family Guy. Like I watch Family Guy
Yeah.
almost every day. South Park, South Park, Futurama,
Oh
um,
yeah, I remember Futurama.
man, Futurama actually low key funny though. I mean, I think it's
Yeah,
like the sense of humor, you know what I'm saying?
yep.
Um, and then what's another one? That might be it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, for me, Family Matters definitely, man. I love that show. But Martin was one of my favorite. Even Full House.
Yeah, Full House. Yep, yep.
And it's crazy because like I actually DM Bob Saget. It was crazy. Um, it was crazy because like he passed away, but I was just thinking like, I sent him a message saying that I hope my film career turns out to be as great as yours.
Yeah.
But that's my thing, like, I think it's good to let people know you appreciate them while you had a chance.
Hmm. He never did he ever respond or what?
No, I doubt it. You know what I'm saying? Because I
Yeah,
mean, they probably don't even get the messages. But I mean, I don't even know why I did it. But I just,
yeah.
yeah,
Man, R.I.P. Bob Saget though, for that would have been epic though if he got back to you and
yeah,
gave you some like words of wisdom and stuff. You know what I mean?
yeah. Well, you know what? He did have a podcast.
Yeah,
And
yeah, yeah. Because
and I'm thinking
he
like,
had Marlon Wayans on there.
Yeah, and it's like, man, but that's what go to show you, like, you never know, man. That's why you got to let people know you appreciate. And then I'm always like, you don't have to know a person to be kind to them. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah, that's why it's like with me, you know what I'm saying? Like you know what I'm saying? We never met each other or anything, but we connected, you know what I'm saying? Because we share similar interests. But yeah, here we are right now, you know what I'm saying? Like I
Yep,
always gotta support, you know what I'm saying, whoever support me, and that's just how I
yep.
am. You know,
And
it don't matter if you black, white, purple,
yep,
shit. I mean, as long as you down with me, I'm down with you, and I support your endeavors and likewise,
yep.
you know?
Yeah, man. And I mean, that's the way to be, because like I feel like we all grind and shine together, man. Like,
Hmm.
no big guys and little U's. Like, we on the same path, man. I put it like, help everybody,
Yeah.
because
Sometimes
I
I
feel
mean
like,
some people need that help, you know.
yeah. And I mean, to be honest, like, to me, it's not about one person. I feel like, just like I want people to support me, I want to support other people too. I mean, like I said, we all shine and grind together, man.
Hmm. Man, that's what's up though. Like definitely I wish you know what I'm saying, big success in the future. You know what I'm saying, with the filmmaking, pro wrestling, any endeavors you do, man, like keep it up, man. You really got it. You got the talent.
Yeah, man, I definitely appreciate it, man. Like, again, I'm like time, man. It don't wait for nobody. So, you just
Mhm.
just keep moving.
Absolutely. Like, that's why it's like no matter what your talent is or what skill you got, blah, blah, blah. Always just go for it, put yourself out there, work hard, you know what I'm saying? Hustle, 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 and then the hard work gonna pay off. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Now I gotta give a shout out to my boy Jay Ivy though, man. He
Shout out Jay Ivy, you know what I'm saying? Thinking Out Loud podcast, shouts you out, my boy.
yeah, because he's a very motivating guy too. He's
Yeah.
always very encouraging.
That's the type of people, you know what I'm saying, that are real important too. Like just somebody that just bigs you up every time, uplifts you in your spirit, your mental, like that. Those are the type of people that give you the reason to go harder, you know what I'm saying? Keep going. Cause there's times where like you just want to give up or
Yeah,
you don't feel too confident in your work. But then you got that one person, maybe not two, but that one specific person that just big you up back to like where you need to
yeah,
be, maybe even a little higher than that. And shout out to
yeah,
those type of people though, for real. Those are
yeah.
like real genuine people.
And it's funny you say that, because like just the other day I came across a quote that I really liked that said, a man often meets his destiny on the road he took to avoid it.
Mm-hmm.
And like it's funny because like I feel like that anybody that ever did something great, they always had like big and great decisions to make.
Yep. Yep.
But a lot of times it's sometimes it's like roadblocks that lead you to make those type of decisions.
Absolutely.
Like when you look at Walt Disney, according to history, I mean, I went there, so I don't know, but I mean, if you ever read the stories like about how he created this one character, Oswald the Lucky Rabbit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Universal ended up, I think Charles Mitz or whatever the guy name was, ended up keeping the character. So that led him and Ubby Iberg to create Mickey Mouse. And Mickey Mouse is still making money to this day. You know
Absolutely.
what I'm
Mickey
saying?
Mouse been making money since like the 50s, 40s, you know what I'm saying? Generations ago. And still making
Mhm.
money.
Still making money. I mean, so it's like, man, it's like when you really look at it, it's like it's just amazing. Like you look at the guy from Everybody Loves Raymond.
Mm-hmm.
I was listening to his story about how, like, when he said he almost gave up, but he didn't, and then he ended up with his own sitcom.
Man, you know what's crazy about that? It's like it's always when you got like a breakdown moment, I should add or
Yeah,
say, but it's like when you got that moment when you feel like you want to give up, that's when I see that as a time when like things things could be peaking for you at that time, but you don't know until you get back up. So like you may fall down and think like, damn, I don't want to do this no more. It's not bringing no money in. Well, it's not always about the money. You really gotta. The key to longevity, what I learned is like you really gotta have fun what you're doing. Like I gotta
yeah,
have fun with my podcast. You gotta have fun making films, and this guy gotta have fun making music. You know, etc.
yeah,
But it's like money always gonna come, but it's really like you gotta think about how much money you probably put in towards your
yeah,
craft, how much time and blood, sweat, and tears you put in towards your craft. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Once you think about that, what you're doing it for, you know, things in that nature, you're really gonna want to get up and just be like, okay, I gotta get up. I gotta do this for me. I gotta do this for my family. You know what I'm saying? This is my passion. This is something that I dreamt about. This is something that I worked
Yep.
hard for. I put my money into this and my investments. You know what I'm saying? So let me get up, let me dust my shoulders off, and let me go harder than I did before I fell.
Yep.
And then boom, when people go through that, that's when they end up really becoming a monster and really end up
Yep.
really succeeding. You know, like people end up getting sitcoms. People ended up doing skyrocketing numbers for their YouTube or their
Yep.
podcast, etc. People, you know, things in that nature. Like people, you just get better with time. You know, sometimes
Yep.
you might need that breakdown just to really build yourself back up into what you should become and what you want to become. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Yep. Oh man, you just reminded me of one of my favorite shows. Everybody hates Chris.
Yep. That's my show too, man. Like I might go watch that tonight, actually.
Yeah, but believe it or not, that last episode was what motivated me to do my own series.
Hmm.
You know, the episode where it ends with him looking at like his grades, and then like the
Yeah.
rest is like
When and it was just all black. Man, I remember when that episode came out too, because I was a little kid back then. So I was thinking like, damn, why it just end like it with the credits like that? Like, what happens after this? You know?
but you know what? But to be honest, like I know a lot of people hated the ending, but I get it because anybody that's a student of film know that that episode was kind of like a nod to The Sopranos.
Mm-hmm.
It ended the same
Mm-hmm.
way.
Mm-hmm. Now that I think about it, like I didn't watch the whole entire Sopranos in my day, but like I've seen some episodes, but it makes sense though, like when you put two and two together, because it's like, oh, it ended that same type of scenario.
And
Like,
and it's like I have a huge connection with both of those shows because like with The Sopranos, like Tony Soprano always would go to his counselor and talk about his dreams.
yeah.
You know, like I'll be having like them weird dreams or whatever. I think everybody does every now and then. But then when Everybody Hates Chris, you remember Miss Morello?
Yeah.
Oh my
I
God.
could never
Believe
forget
it,
her.
believe it or not, I had a Cuban teacher that was just like her, looked
Real.
just like her and acted just like her. It was crazy.
Man, I think I had like three teachers like that in high school. Cause I went to a diverse high school. So it was like black, white, Hispanic, you know what I'm saying, Indian, whoever. And you know what I'm saying? Everybody got that one teacher that's just like
Yeah.
kind of a little cringy. So I think pretty much all of us had teachers like that at some point.
Yeah, but I'm like, is this really Miss Morello from Everybody Hates Chris? Like, cause I mean, if they ever do a reboot, I gotta act it for them. You know what I'm saying? Actress rather.
Nah, I used to hate Miss Morello, man. She was funny, but I just paid attention because like she used to say some underlying racist shit. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That's what used to get me. Like I didn't like now that I'm older, it makes more sense because I caught on to it. I'm like, oh
Yeah.
shit. And then Chris is sitting there acting like he didn't know what the hell she just said. That's what made it even funnier back then. That was it. Man, that show ever it's always gonna be a classic, man.
Yeah, man. I love that one episode where him and his brother skipped school that
Yeah.
day.
Bro, remember that episode when damn, it's a bunch of classic episodes. Remember that day when they was on spring break or something like that, and I think Chris had to be in the house by himself. It was something in that manner, but it was that, and then when Chris played on the basketball team,
Oh yeah, and when he was on the wrestling team, that was funny.
yeah, I remember that too. Oh man, nah, that's a classic, man. You know what I'm saying, man. Shout out to that whole show, Chris Rock. You know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Shoot, man. But yeah, tell us the name of your film company again.
So well, I got to get my LLC, but
Oh,
I'm going with Wade in the Water Production.
waiting on oh, that's fire, bro. I like that title, man.
Yeah.
Now for I can't wait till that.
I got it. I got it from my coworker, Miss Rosina. They call me Wade in the Water, so I just said I go with it.
That's fire though, for real. Get you like, you know what I'm saying, LLC, set it all up, you know what I'm saying? Plot out some stuff that you want to write, you know what I'm saying, for films, you know, like your own sci-fi film and
Yeah,
or a comedy romance. A comedy would definitely be good. Like I could definitely see you doing a comedy, like filming that.
yeah, yeah. You know what? I like to, I like to make people laugh. Like, but you know what? Like to be honest, I feel like if I ever work for like a big studio, I probably would do so much better working for like Hallmark because I like them little quirky movies.
Not no
Quirky.
Tyler Perry studios and nothing like that. Tyler Perry or anybody else.
I don't know. I think maybe a documentary with Tyler Perry, but I feel like
Yeah,
my style is more like Hallmark.
yeah,
I know myself.
yeah. Nah, that's understandable, man. For real. Shoot, I'm trying to think. Like, just man, like it's just blowing my mind because like that's what's up though, for real. Because it's just like it's not a lot of independent filmmakers, you know what I'm saying, on the grind like that these days at all. Like it's a lot of just like, in my opinion, trash filmmakers, you know. And I checked out your stuff on Vimeo, man. That was some real good acting, you know what I'm
Oh man,
saying?
and see what I try to do. Like me, I like to be different.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't like to do what everybody else is doing. I mean, to be honest with you, I chose to make romance because it's a little more simpler and more relatable to make. But I try to, add something a little different to it.
Mm-hmm,
I like having like odd stuff. I mean, like not no way creepy like type of stuff, but just something unique.
mm-hmm.
Because I feel like people try to copy
Yeah,
stuff too much. I'm tired of reboots. Personally, I mean, I'm not knocking them, but I mean, personally, like I feel like people, it's time to make different stories, make new characters. Don't keep on remaking the same stuff.
mm-hmm.
Telling us. I mean, I'm not against it, but I'm just saying, me personally, like I like to see new things.
Yeah.
New characters. Yeah,
Yeah, just like actually on my last episode, I was talking with my cousin, you know what I'm saying? I had him on as a guest on here. And we was actually talking about the Bel Air reboot,
yeah,
excuse me. And it was just like basically they say it's like a serious version of the Fresh Prince of Bel Air or whatever. To me, I could never really get into it, but at the same
yeah.
time, I'm glad because it's like certain classics should not be touched. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, and it's like, and not only that, I feel like you make it harder for the actors to step out and have their own identity because,
yeah,
like, like with the Carlton thing, like, well, he not like Carlton used to. Carlton wasn't like that. He wasn't dark skinned. He wasn't this. He like, like
yeah,
come up with some original stuff. Let people make a name for themselves like that.
yeah.
But
Like
like
they
I said,
got my man. Yeah,
I'm not
like you know what I'm
knocking
saying?
it, but I
Yeah.
feel like you put those actors under more pressure when you do that.
Nah, for real. They had my boy Carlton doing crack in that. I was like, nah, man. I was disappointed because I seen a clip.
Yeah,
It was either, yeah, I seen like a clip of one episode. And I seen like they had Carlton like snoring or some shit. And I was just like, man, this ain't the Fresh Prince that a
yeah,
lot of
it's
us
like,
know.
yeah, it's like, and to me, it's like, come on, like I'm cool with a reboot if it's bringing back the original people, maybe adding something new to it. But just to have like new people play old characters, like, come on, man, like come up with something different.
That's what I'm saying. Like, and then it's like, you know what I also say, like take for example the show Snowfall, right?
Mm-hmm.
Snowfall, you know what I'm saying? I love that show. In my opinion, though, I read this thing the other day, and it was like I guess Snowfall is supposed to stop I think it's at season 5 now, going on season 6, but they supposed to stop, next year. And in my head, I'm thinking like they should have been stopped, because John Singleton, rest in peace, he was the creator of the show, you know what I'm saying? So that's his show. And he passed away like
Yeah,
what 3 years ago. So it's like after that, like after the creator dies, you already know the show not gonna be the same.
yeah,
In most cases, like some people stopped the show, stopped production, but they kept it going. A few episodes after that was cool, but then it's just the storyline is kind of like all over the place,
yeah,
and
yeah,
many characters is like, I mean, dying off is one thing that's part of the natural storyline, but it's also like they just oversaturate and mad stuff in the plot,
yeah.
and I don't like that. That's why I hate when like some people do that with reboots too. You know,
Yeah, and actually, I heard that Disney is getting ready to stop doing reboot. I hope that's so true. I
man,
really
me
do.
too, me too.
I
Because
mean, like,
they even bringing back like old cartoons and you know what I'm saying, adding different characters or just like it's all messed up, man. Like they just need to leave the classics alone.
and then to be honest, I feel like Disney. I mean, this is no knock to Walt Disney because I don't think he would tolerate what's happening now. But honestly, like, man, I feel like they're starting to be too agenda driven.
Man, for real. I said the same thing. Disney, um, somebody, well, and then not even that, like the Disney movies that you see too, like a lot
Yeah.
of these Disney movies that come out nowadays, they just agenda driven and just a lot of shit, man.
And see, like
Crazy.
me, like I'm one of them filmmakers, like I say, I am not subliminal at all. I mean, I'm very obvious. Me personally, like I am very mindful of what I do, what I say, what I make.
Hmm.
And that's just me just, trying to be a God-fearing person. Like I'm not knocking anybody else, but when you're dealing with kids and stuff like that, you definitely have to be careful what you put in stuff because you want to make sure that you teaching kids to be loving, kind, but also be respectful to one another.
Right.
To be
Absolutely.
respectful to their parents, not to try to disrespect them or overrule them. I don't stand for nothing like that.
Right. Nah, for real, man.
Yeah, but
And then
man,
cause
yeah,
like a
Disney.
lot of kids too, a lot of kids are easily influenced, you know what I'm saying, by the stuff they watch, the stuff they listen to. So that's definitely an important message because it's like you don't want, you know what I'm saying, your kid to, not saying somebody's kid's gonna do the wrong thing, but you
Yeah,
just don't want to put that type of influence in their life as they get older
yeah,
too, because they can look back at the movies and shit like that and the music and stuff they, listen to, and just let that apply into their teenage life and then damn near
yeah,
into their adult life, you know?
yeah. But I'm like, man, like come on, man. These are kids. You can't be teaching, like letting kids make adult decisions. Like I don't agree with that at all. I mean, people can do whatever they want when they're older. That's their choice. But don't be teaching kids like I can do what I want to do. And even if my parents like, no, you got to teach children to respect their parents.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Man, and
this
it's
ain't the
crazy
era.
too. Like a lot of people don't respect their parents, man.
It's sad, man. And it's I don't get me wrong. I think that parents should be like, I hate to say, well, I ain't gonna say I hate to say it, but I think that even parents really should be mindful of what their kids and monitor
Hmm.
what their kids are watching on TV now. Like it's I mean, I'm a filmmaker, but I mean, I think parents should know because they need to know what their kids are looking at. Now I don't see nothing wrong with promoting love and kindness and things like that. But when you get into like I can do what I want to do and all that type of stuff, and you gotta honor your mother and father. You
Absolutely.
know,
Man, it's crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's
yeah,
I take that same message though for myself, you know what I'm saying? Like I think a lot of people just need to like learn how to smile again and spread love and love each other again. You know, I think that's a message that really needs to be spread throughout not even
yeah,
just Disney movies, but a lot of movies nowadays, you know, because it's
yeah.
like, and especially the way the world is now, man, like everybody needs some love, you know what I'm saying?
I know, man, because I mean, again, like you see it. Don't get me wrong. Like I feel that movies, are supposed to be a way of escape. I mean, and then artists, they're people. I mean, they show their experience. So again, I'm not knocking it, but I do think that people should just be mindful.
For real, man.
Be mindful and be respectful because you have to be careful because again, like you said, like, and then this is a very different generation too.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
I mean, I mean, it ain't nothing like us when we were kids.
Yeah, when we was growing up, like things was a lot different. But then these new kids that's becoming teenagers and whatnot, man, that times different, especially, pandemic and after, you know what I'm saying, the
Yeah,
aftermath of the pandemic and whatnot. Like these kids, man, they need that love and guidance in their life, you know.
yeah. I mean, yeah, it's just man, it's just a whole nother era, man.
It's scary.
Shout out to all the parents.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all the good parents, the good moms, the good dads, the good stepdads, good stepmoms, baby fathers, all that. But I just got one last question, you know what I'm saying, for this interview. I don't want to hold you up all night and stuff like that. But what really motivates you to do what you do? Like what motivates you to just do filmmaking and pro wrestling, you know?
Well, I'm gonna tell you what happened. To be honest, truthfully, while I was in mortuary school, I was kind of struggling to pass the test, one of the tests, and so 7 months had gone by, and then I pray a lot too, man. And I'm like, you know what, I want to, because I never set out just to be a mortician. I always wanted to be a filmmaker too. So I'm like, time is going by.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just go to film school. I tell the truth. Some people thought I was nuts and crazy, but I went to film school, graduated. Even though the film degree is not as meaningful, but I mean, it's what you make it. But I was able to pull it off.
Yeah.
And I graduated, and then but before I even graduated, I had already produced 14 shorts before even coming out of film school.
Oh, shorts.
Yeah,
Oh shoot. Okay, okay. Yeah, I'm trying to like I do a little like reels like with Instagram and TikTok and all that, like the little video stuff. I was definitely trying to
yeah,
get into making little short videos and or short films, may I add. You know what I'm saying? Like with a couple of my
yeah,
friends or whatever. But nah, that's what's up, man, for real. I
yeah.
like that.
And so, like I said, and so I was able to complete film, and then I'm practicing, my pro wrestling, and then my next move, God willing, is to get ready to do real estate.
Yeah. Yep.
Only because again, I may have to put funeral service down for a while because I don't know if you can tell, but I developed a condition called spasmatic dysphonia. A lot of people don't know what that is, but it's like this like rare condition where like if I get anxious or nervous, my voice strains real bad.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
it's very weird, but I mean it is what it is. Stuff happens.
Yeah, man. I mean, hey, there's no judgments on this way, you know what I'm saying? Like we all human at the end of the day, you know?
Yeah. And I always tell people, no, you live long enough, man, stuff start to happen to you. But you just gotta, if by the grace of God you're able to figure out what it is, like, pray about it, just don't jump with the first thing you hear, just educate yourself on it.
Right. Just educate yourself, take care of yourself, you know what I'm saying? Your mind, your body, and also just like embrace it, you know what I'm saying? Like if it's something that is that you can I can't say like fix, but like if it's something that you can assist as far as like keeping yourself healthy, then do what you
Yeah.
gotta do, man. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
the good thing about spasmatic dysphonia, it is life altering, but it's not life threatening. Thank the Lord. So I mean, so the best thing for me to do would be to step aside from the funeral stuff because you're dealing with people while they're grieving. And for a condition like this is not the best environment for that.
Mhm.
So I say this weird because it's a condition where I have to be happy all the time.
Right, right. And I mean sometimes
So
some days you're gonna have your days where it's like
yeah,
you're not feeling like it, you know what I'm saying? You're not feeling yourself, but then it's like, you also got to
yeah.
remember you like what you're doing it for.
Yep. So that's why I said, like, for right now, I gotta, put that aside. I mean, I'm at peace with the decision. I mean, maybe I may come back to it. I don't know, but I mean, I'll stick to filmmaking and wrestling and real estate now.
That's what's up, man. But yeah, your name Wade, right?
Yep.
All right. Wade, you know what I'm saying? It was a pleasure interviewing you, man. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for being on my podcast. You know what I'm saying? I'm appreciative, you know what I'm saying, networking with you though, for real, man. It was definitely well needed.
Oh man, well, God bless you, brother. Like I really appreciate you, man, because
Absolutely.
again, just taking time out to even get to talk to somebody, man, is a blessing.
Yeah,
And
man.
it's always a blessing to meet new people.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure, man. That's what I'm all about, man. Just networking, meeting new people from all over, getting to know you guys, you know what I'm saying? Know your stories, what you got going on, man. And you got a lot, you know what I'm saying? That's why we share that interest when it comes to film. But you know what I'm saying? Tell the people, tell the listeners, the viewers and whatnot, like what you got going on next. Like any films that, you know what I'm saying, you
Oh
might
yeah, well, yeah, what God willing next week, I'm gonna be shooting like 3 Instagram trailers
okay, okay.
because I feel like Instagram would help me out a little bit. So I'm just trying something new. But you can find me on Vimeo, Wave Filmmaker 777, Wave Filmmaker 37s on Vimeo, and then my Instagram is Wade Jedi 99.
Okay.
I'm a big Star Wars fan, so
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I be having all type of listeners on here, you know what I'm saying, from all over, some local. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I just, it's a lot of people that might share the same interest in you. You know what I'm saying? Like with Star
yeah.
Wars and all that. Man, that's what's up though, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's black excellence satisfying. So I gotta, you know what I'm saying?
Oh man, but like I said, my advice to anybody would be, don't waste your time and take advantage of it. Make the most of it. Don't let it make the most of you. You make the most of it,
You
and
know what I'm
then dare to
saying?
be different. Dare to be yourself and keep God first. You know.
Preach, man, preach. And also, like I said, longevity, bro. Just enjoy what you love doing. You know what I'm saying? The
Yeah.
money gonna come. But if you're not having fun, then it's just
Yeah,
another
that's true.
paycheck. It's just another paycheck.
Yeah, you're right about that.
Man. But I appreciate you, Wade. You know what I'm saying? God bless you, man. You know what I'm saying? Anything you got coming out, man, you got my support. And I look forward to hearing from your work in the future, man, for real.
Yep, man. And you know, you got my support too. I'm gonna check out your next and the one after that too.
Of course, man. I'm also on YouTube. I'll definitely send you the link and everything like that. I'll send you the link to like my Instagram, YouTube, all that stuff. But yeah, we just working, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Yeah, keep up the good work, brother, man. You know, 'cause like again, you know, you never know who you're encouraging when you keep going.
Appreciate it, man. Likewise, though, man. For real, bro.
All right, thanks, brother.
All right, appreciate it. Thinking Out Loud show. We out.
All right.